All right. Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. But since nobody's on yet, I'm gonna change to this screen. We're supposed to be roasting Innocent, but Innocent is too busy playing Lumber Time that he forgot to jump on the show. He's playing Lumber Time. And also, I'm smoking a Cuban today because, you know, Innocent can't really tell what Cuban cigar should look like. You know, you don't really show a 6-inch cigars, 7-inch cigars, and thinking that it's a 4-inch cigars. Does he make that kind of mistake all the time when it comes to length? I don't know. But it's really Gora's fault, because Gora showed me the cigar. I was like, oh, yeah. Maybe I should smoke one of those. So, yeah. I'll smoke one of these. So, I don't know. How long would it take before he say, oh, yeah, today's my roast. I decided to jump on. I don't know. I don't know when that will happen. Hey, Albert.
How's it going, man?
Not too bad. We're supposed to roast, you know, Innocent today, and he's not here.
Yeah.
Right?
That's normal. That's normal.
Right? Like people who does not remember their own roast. Literally was the one that asked me to roast them. Does not remember their own roast. And literally we talked about it like how long ago? This was what, 30 minutes ago? And he does not remember. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, you know. Yeah.
But hey Val, hey Matt in the morning, hey Joe, hey Steve, hey Javier.
Where's Eric at, man?
Eric got burned last week, so he decided to take a day off.
Oh, really?
As you can see, he's in the chat room.
Yeah.
He got burned.
Is he a little shy? Little gun shy?
No, it's not that he's gun shy, but it's not the first time he got burned already. He got burned twice already. He's like, you know what?
Twice?
Mm-hmm. Got burned twice already.
When was the first time?
The first time he went to Mexico. He was talking about Mexico.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So he felt like he got burned twice already.
Oh, okay.
Can you fight soy sauce? Why would you want to fight soy sauce? For what reason do you need to fight soy sauce? Soy sauce doesn't fight back. What the hell?
Yeah, don't fight it, man. Just go with it.
Why did Innocent bring a ladder to the bar? Because he heard the drinks were on the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially nowadays, you know, when Innocent's really like, you know, negative 1300 or something like that, 1200, 1300, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, he said his laptop is acting up, and he will be there shortly. But he really doesn't know how long things are.
Dang. I had a good story to tell about Innocent.
Well, he will be on shortly. Hopefully the shortly is not like as long as the cigar finishes. It's cold. It's Wednesday. Oh, there it is.
There he is.
Hey, you don't even know how to be punctual to your own place?
Yeah.
Oh,
what the
No,
hell,
well,
man?
no. My computer had it caught a blue screen
Blah,
while
blah,
I was
blah,
trying to
blah,
get
blah,
it.
blah, 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 blah.
So
Blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
Yeah, green screen issue.
No, but fucking blue screen issue.
Oh, it's blue
Yeah.
screen issue. It's a green screen
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah, so
I hear was excuse, man.
Yeah,
People not prepared.
you-
I
Doing
hear
this,
it's-
right? He's always trying to wear. He never puts on the green screen code because he wears green stuff.
Does he wear green stuff?
Yeah. So Innocent was telling me how he had some idiot helping him build his shed in the back,
yeah.
right?
And
What's
then the
shit?
crackhead stole it.
No. So he's telling me how he had some idiot helping him build a shed in the back,
Okay.
right? He was complaining about this guy because the guy would pick up a nail and hold it up, and sometimes he'd throw the nail away, and the other times he would pound it into the shed. And this is like, what the hell are you doing, man? Because why are you throwing these nails away? He said, this guy's such an idiot. He's saying the nails backwards that it won't go into the shed. So he throws it away and gets one with the head on the right side so he can put it in the
Oh.
thing. And so Innocent was like, man, you're such an idiot,
right,
man.
Tony.
Those are for the other side of the shed.
All right.
Catch
Why does
me
it have to be all right? Could it be half left?
Huh?
Why does
me
it
off.
have to be all right? Could it be half left?
Innocent, how you gonna cut me off,
Mhm.
man?
I'm sorry. I cut you off, man.
No, that's all right, dude. That's all right. It's all normal.
What are you doing, Innocent?
Show you that because you know we got to a little discussion about the box and the cigars earlier.
I'm
So
just
showing
saying.
you the
No,
cigar.
I didn't even say anything. No, all I had to was just do two little circles, and they blew up.
Yeah,
you know?
because the one you circled was already cut.
No,
Yeah.
the one I circled was not already cut.
Yeah, I cut that one. And,
Okay.
and I was moving them around so they
All right, so I circled two things, right? Did you not only already cut it, you also already took the band off too?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No,
Innocent, are those the authentic ones with the little plastic cover on the top?
what? No, it's like this white paper right here.
No, like they have the plastic cover on the top. The
Yeah.
authentic
Does
one
it have a see-through window or?
on the top?
Oh no, it's like from like 2000. Well, these are from 2010.
All right.
So I don't know if to do that now.
So they don't. But I think back in 2010, there's already those see-through windows. Like, you know, are we talking about the same thing, Albert? Those see-through windows, right?
Oh, he didn't have the money for those.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because he lost, you know, his football team lost, and he just decided all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah. I didn't pay for these.
Hmm?
These were a gift.
I'm sure you didn't pay for them.
Is that what you call it?
Hell yeah. Like
gift?
first of all, you know that the way my child support work.
I also know the way, you know, when I go to certain countries, did you pay for this blowjob? No.
Yeah.
Not me.
So,
Alright,
you know,
well.
a lot of time, I understand certain people had to me love you long time and work in certain places to get cigars, but, you know, Innocent, it's okay if you had to work your life off because your team lost. I understand.
Fucking pretty much.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to
Motherfuckers.
see that receipt for 700 Big Macs.
Yeah.
When's that gonna happen?
Mm-hmm. It's a good chance that whatever Sans comes up with, that's what we'll fucking do. But knowing him, he'll probably do it, put it towards Sid's.
Well, I don't understand. I thought he already told you to do this.
He took the money. He ain't give me that $700 to get the people.
So you did pay for it. You did pay for it. Okay, what is it? The last one has to buy everyone a cigar. But the
shit.
last one with the like, last one with the common, or last one that ended up figuring out what Innocent's really talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's everybody doing?
Good, man. Good.
Been a long day.
I had the birthday cake.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that wonders, like, which kind of people in this world goes out there and says, "Hey, it's my birthday, talk shit about me."
Yeah.
Who does that?
Hey, you know what? Hey. But second annual talk shit about me.
Yeah,
But,
well,
like-
I'll tell you this. Innocent called me up today and said, "Happy birthday, Albert." I was like, "It's not my birthday, man." He's like, "Oh, I thought we had the same birthday."
Well, my birthday's actually tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to talk shit about Innocent. It's because I literally talk shit about him every day. And when you all of a sudden tell me to, hey, go talk shit about Innocent, that's actually pretty hard.
That's for sure. So I got that bamboo A1 print today, man. I put that together before I left today.
Bamboo A1.
Yeah, 3D printer, man. That's a fast little printer, dude.
3D.
Oh,
print.
nice.
That's fast, real fast.
So you got to stop printing out Innocent's equipment and furnitures at home and tables, and maybe he can print them on a computer because his computer's not working.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fucking blue screen, motherfucker.
What blue screen are you talking about?
You know when the blue screen comes up and the computer has to restart, like something happened. So the blue screen popped up and then the computer restarted.
Yeah, stop using Windows 95, bro.
Yeah.
Like who still see blue screen nowadays? Literally, I just see the computer just turns off, and like people still give you color.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Windows, do you think this 11 is better than 7?
Is it 11? Is 11 better than 7?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I guess it's a higher number.
No, well, I'm saying like because 8 sucked, 10 was okay. Like Windows 8 was terrible.
But 8, 9, 10.
Well, they
7, 8, 9.
No. Ah, you
7,
ruined
8,
it.
9.
You can't. No, he's got to say. Oh, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
7, 8, 9.
I know 7, 8, 9. I was purposely doing that. Come on, man. Because he said 7.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. But obviously technology moved forward, right?
Yeah.
So if you had a newer computer, tend to move slightly better, right?
Yeah, of course.
If you have Innocent's computer, you turn blue, but everything else works perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even Innocent's computer gets blue balls, man. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's one of the questions that my wife had a while back. Why is blue ball called blue ball?
See, that's a good question. It should be just straight up, just your balls hurt.
Like, why is blue ball called blue ball? Anybody in the chat room knows why is blue ball? Why like all of a sudden start calling blue balls? I don't know.
I don't know either.
So Anderson, why are you smoking?
Yeah, Buhike.
Bruhike?
The one that, yeah.
Did it taste like plastic?
No.
Did it taste like earthy? Does it taste peppery?
Definitely pepper.
Definitely pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Floral.
Floral. Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Tastes a little bit like a Jewish steak.
Never. Never.
Hey, smoke check.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm like, I was gonna try to figure out something to roast you with. But there,
well, you got 50 million fucking things to roast.
huh?
I see you got 50 million things to roast.
No, I literally have nothing to roast you about because like I said,
Javier got
we
the
roast you
answer.
every day. But we know that your computer wasn't the primary issue that you were late, right? Because I saw you playing like lumberjack or something like that.
No, that's my phone.
Right, I'm pretty sure. That's what they all talk about when people are playing with their woods.
Yeah. And also too, I should like a 5-minute grace period. You know, like I'm running on color
You're
people time.
more late than 5 minutes. You're more late than 5 minutes.
No, I was like 5 minutes late.
No, you're definitely not 5 minutes late. If I get a penny for every second that you were late after 5 minutes, I'll be rich, man.
Yo, I was running on Albert time, man.
Albert was early.
I was early, man. Hey, don't be trying to drag me into this shit, man.
People are slang term for real condition called epidermal hypertension. Okay, okay. High blood pressure, basically. Refer to aching and painful testicles. Well, thank you for giving me the literal term of that. But I was just wondering who came up, like all of a sudden that's what people call it, you know. But that's.
Well, what other color would they use? Like, think about that.
Well,
Like what? Like you don't have to use any color, right?
No, you can go purple balls.
Like could I just say like my ball hurts?
Purple.
My ball hurts.
No, because Tony, come on, man. That's not how we do English, man.
You had to screw it up first.
Yeah.
Wait. What are the do's and don'ts when holding or feeling a cigar? After you feel a cigar,
Red
do
balls.
buy it.
Yeah, because your balls are mad.
Red balls.
So you're asking like if we have cigars in our humidor and how we feel about those cigars? Like if we feel good about having them, or are we?
No, you said holding or feeling, right?
Holding them like we have them in our humidor and shit.
No, holding or feeling. That obviously is descriptive of that. You know, come on, man. Don't be an innocent. That you can't. You know, that's not how English works.
It is.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Exactly how English works. That definition, the way I described it, can be taken with that sentence.
So you do know that you're not using it correctly.
No, I am using it correctly. I was able to find another way to use it correctly.
You see, you were able to find another way, which means you know you're not putting the proper way.
Then again, I don't know. No,
there is a context.
But he could be talking about that. He could be. You never know.
Okay, so it's instead of he is, you got to go with he could be.
Right. So if I say the word bank,
okay.
What do you think?
You have no context. You have no context.
Well, but what do you think of? What comes to mind when I say the word bank?
River, water body, and then places you store money.
Could be also the angle on a racetrack.
You could, but then again, then you have to all those. But then that is not. Now you're talking about a certain things that are very specific that would only appear during certain contexts.
I agree, and so, but some people would see that as their first idea of it.
Well, it doesn't matter because you have to have a context. The sentence has a context.
You know I'm right. You know I'm right.
No, you know you're wrong.
Oh shit!
You know I'm right, man.
It's okay. You have the right to be wrong.
Oh shit!
And then so you say your top 3 go-to cigar.
So I always butcher the name of it. The La Pastilla from Crown Heads, basically the pastry, but in French.
Like the Hostess pastries.
Yeah, you already know. You already know. I like the Illusione Lancero Habano. I like that one a lot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think of another one that I probably smoke like 4 or 5 times a week.
4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah. I like the Blind Man's Bluff Chico White Band.
But no tatuate.
No tatuates.
Holding a feeling cigar.
Tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And fake Cubans. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah. 4 or
Yeah.
5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing that right now.
I'll tell you this right now. This
You know,
what?
Tachiwate should come out with a cigar called the Plane. The Plane. You didn't watch Fantasy Island, did you, Tony?
Nope.
Look at the bromance between Steve and Quake. It's so cute.
Everyone a little late, but don't care Innocence on or so well. Yeah, I see the problem is like you know we were all late, and then like you know Innocent didn't show up, nothing changed, and wait for him to show up, still nothing changed. See,
Mm-hmm.
what are your top 3 Davidoffs?
Yeah. Davidoff 1, Davidoff 2, Davidoff 3.
Davidoff number 1 would be
Signature Series.
no Macau edition Davidoff, and number 2 will be gotta be something I smoked enough of it. Right, it would be late hour would be second place, and the third place that I'll have to choose what I smoke the most, right? So it will be Signature 2000. So it's like one of each kind of thing, right? Very, very strong, and not strong at all. I mean, like some people's gonna go, okay, you know, David have all this other stuff you don't call for.
You know what? I'm very surprised because like the late hour kicks my ass every time I smoke it.
Late hour is one of the cigars you gotta take your time.
Yeah, man, it kicks my ass every time I smoke it.
But like, what's the size that you smoke? Do you smoke a Toro? Do you smoke a Robusto?
No, I smoked the Churchill.
Huh? Oh, you smoke a Churchill. Oh, duh.
Yeah,
If you smoke a Churchill, of course you're gonna get sick. That's a long ass cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you guys smoke a Churchill size late hour, that's a punchy cigar.
Eric got to get on, man.
You gotta convince Eric.
Well, I'm just saying, you got to get back on the horse, man. Shit.
What does shade grown and sun grown mean? Literally what it says.
You know what a punchy cigar is?
You know, a cigar that you go.
No, the egg roll. Egg roll, Fu Manchu, chop suey, chow mein. You tried to think of why that's not right, man.
Oh, I know it's not right because you decided to use a name and put a punchy at the end, but you cannot use a name, brand name. You know, you don't say Espinosa-y, you say Espinosa-esque. So it wouldn't be punchy.
Punchy, yeah, it's punch. It is a punchy salt, right? Punch makes egg roll, therefore it's a punchy cigar.
Well, can you say the same thing for Espinosa? Go ahead.
No.
Exactly. You can't.
No, that doesn't
work.
Make it wrong. It doesn't make it wrong. I'm just telling you, man.
What if the punch wasn't like punchy? You know, it was actually talk about, you know, Innocent's favorite drink, fruit punch.
Actually, that'd be grape soda.
Yeah.
Or orange Kool-Aid.
There's Val.
Kool-Aid. There you go.
Yo,
Kool-Aid.
what's up, Val?
Why are wrapper leaf so special?
Yeah, what's up?
Wrapper leaf is the most expensive leaf on the entire cigar, so yeah, they are kind of special.
Cool.
Right? Your flavor mostly came from the wrapper leaf. So the wrapper leaf, you can think of it as the main focus of your cigar, right? Like if you order General chicken, that's the chicken.
Is this
The Master Blend is an amazing cigar.
Have you smoked it yet?
Yeah, I love it, man.
Why am I hearing a female talking? I swear I heard a female talking.
Oh, that was Innocent.
Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah.
I could
Hey,
swear I heard
boy.
something.
Lady boy, yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
My neighbor gave me Oliva Master Blend 3. Any good?
The hell?
I like it.
All right, something's wrong. All right, let me take a look here.
Yeah,
Something's
I
wrong.
swear I heard a female voice.
Yeah.
All right,
It's innocent.
Gibson login.
Most Oliva tastes kind of
Got it.
the same, slightly different. So if you like Oliva, then yeah, it's good. Val, did you just have the GPS on? How to get your tent?
No.
Because that's
No,
what it
I-
sounds like. Take left, you know, the next
No, I
intersection.
ran into a problem right now. Something. The caption came up on the screen and I couldn't read it. So
Oh, that's what it is.
Hey, Mark. 10
I don't know
captains
what it-
here. While everybody's here, I can make some announcement because, like, you know,
Yeah.
I used too much brain cell today over that. The coin will be delayed because the whole entire thing needs to be remade.
no.
What happened, man? For real?
Yeah.
So you
So-
still have those coins that are messed up?
All right. Well, some people might not notice it, but I noticed it and bothered the shit out of me, so I decided to make another batch. Okay.
What was wrong with it?
It should be on-
Did you see the picture?
So
Okay.
All right. Because I had this special edge cut onto it. You guys see the edge?
Yeah.
like bevels.
Yeah, bevels. The
Yeah.
sharper end of that edge is not very clean. So when they plated it, it shows a dot. I don't know if I can see it. Like a dot.
That's
Yeah.
braille. That's braille. Wait a minute.
You see the dot right here?
No.
That's braille.
There's right there. There's a dot right here.
All right.
That dot is the coin underneath. And you can see it's like a gold color in this. Now, but this is not the only part. Some of the stuff was on this really fine lines of the coin, because like this coin also have a lot of designs. So the fine lines, some of the coating did not bind well. So that's for the black coin, okay? And then the color coin, the bevel also give it little issue. And I don't know why, but it's showing white. See that?
Okay. Oh, that's the camera. That's the light.
No, the
There's like
white line
white on
edge.
this side and that side.
You'll see this line right here.
Oh, okay.
See that? See this line?
Okay.
It's very hard to see, especially if you have light. You'll think that's light, but like that is actually the silver coloring under this coin. So
Did they mess it up?
they did mess it up, but like it's very hard to see.
They mess it up.
Well, they're saying that it's, you know, the coin
Are they-
itself is fine, but it's the plating, because the edge is sharp. It's not binding on there well. But it doesn't bother anybody who's looking at the coin like this. It does not bother anybody who's looking at a coin like this. Okay? It doesn't bother anybody like that. Especially if you put it in a box, you can't see it at all.
Hmm.
But knowing me, I just
If it bothers you, it bothers me.
You can email. Well, you can find Albert on Facebook.
literally when they check it,
Not
it's already
really.
in the bag like this, so
Not
they don't
really.
see it. There's no way to see it when it's in the bag like this. When you take it out, which I took out every single one of them.
Were the edges sharp?
The edge is it won't cut you,
Won't cut.
but
Oh.
it's
Wow.
you know, you can feel the bevel. It's a shaved down bevel.
'Cause I'm
Yeah.
thinking,
Is there a process to be an official Legion member? Yes. the process is number one, a Legion member have to invite you. Number two, you gotta go through a 90-day probation, and number three,
Enjoy
within
me
a
a
90-day, you have to go through. You have to make sure you're active enough so the system recognizes you as a level 5. Okay.
Level 5, man.
And-
Level 5.
And if you're not a Seahawks fan, it's another 120 days.
There we go, Val.
But if you're a Seahawks fan, it's another 3 years.
Oh my God.
Never mind that.
Forget, yeah.
Okay. So
Belay,
yeah.
belay my last.
Yeah. Well, you guys, if you
Val
can hit me up
knows that term.
on Instagram if you want at Inomatic on Instagram.
Val knows that term, don't you?
And
Val?
if Innocent was the one that invite you, you will be like
You're in
Innocent,
trouble.
which is always on probation.
Yeah. You just might as well say,
Yeah.
just put him in exile.
Innocent is official. Is actually the official person who's on the probation the longest in the entire Legion.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lifetime Legion ban.
Just call him Proby.
You can reach out to some of these YouTubers, man. They're
Yeah. I mean, a lot of you watches other channels here. You guys watch Roger's channel, Peter's channel, Eric's channel, Rick's channel. All those people are actually members of the Legion, so
Mhm.
you can get there.
yeah. We could look up their about, and you'll see how to
Yeah.
email them. And
Mhm.
And or you can just be here long enough, and we feel like you're already one of us. Somebody will just throw your invite if you don't want to. For example, Quick that you see in the chat room right now, we literally peer pressure him to join us.
Mhm.
And what a mistake!
and we've regretted it ever since.
What a
Mhm.
mistake! Hey, Hashimoto.
She.
So yeah, I had to remake this coin, and obviously they say it's gonna take a long time. So, a long time it is.
So what are you doing with those other coins, man?
I don't know.
Thank you, Quick.
You send
I
him
said
to
Quick.
bed?
Hashi. Thanks, Hashi.
Oh no. I'd order another batch, so you wouldn't be sending it back.
I just thought some manufacturers require you to send them back.
Yeah, if you're getting a refund or if you're getting them to pay for it, yes. If you just order another batch, you don't. But you complain about it.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
here's the thing, like it's still okay. In like minor defects is considered as okay in those factories. These are considered minor defects because unless I like literally shove it to your face, you're not gonna see it.
Mm.
It's me that's not happy with it.
Okay.
All right.
So yes, I have them. I don't know what to do with them, but I don't want to send that out to you guys because it's not up to mine.
Fair enough. Wow.
Yep. With that being said, that means this weekend I'll pack the stuff out for the raffle and start sending them out because I was gonna pack them together, but
hmm
no,
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to wait another month or two. All right. Just want to put it out there. I have announced it. I know people are waiting for it. It looks good as is. Like, that looks good.
Mhm.
That looks good. And this coin actually, even though this back is the same, is actually not the same. This time we put it in reverse. So I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but this is a reverse of our original coin. Can you guys tell the difference?
I can.
Yeah. Raised lettering versus sunk in lettering.
Exactly. So this is
Big
why
press.
this is white. This is white.
Woo!
I mean, this is a white background,
Wow.
and this is the silver
Finally,
background.
Tony said I'm right. Shit.
All
I
right.
don't
So,
think you said you were right.
Yeah, he did. He said exactly.
all right. So I want
He
to put it out
gave
there.
the confirmation.
How can I lower my humidity of a dry box that won't go below 70? Put a piece of dry wood in there. You can
Won't
put
go-
piece of dry wood in there. You can put silicone packs in there. They all will dry it up.
And he doesn't want it to go above 70, right?
Yeah, I mean, it won't go below 70 because it's already been below, it's at 70. So you just have to put something that will absorb the moisture, which could be, you can get a lower Bovita pack at
Yeah.
60
Yeah.
or 55 or even 45. They have those. Or you can just simply put, I wouldn't put tobacco in there just because it could mold. As you know, I will put, when you buy cigars, sometimes they have these in the box. You can go, like these are cedar blocks.
Cedar block.
Yeah, you can go to like cigar shops to see if the empty boxes have these and just take it, ask them for it. Or you can just look at your boxes and stuff like that. Or you can even break apart your other cedar boxes and just throw these in there, and this will absorb moisture.
All right, man. So, I'll say something controversial here.
Okay.
If the whole dry boxing thing and the process, if it seems to me it's more ritual than it is practical. Just saying.
Dry box?
Yeah.
Well,
Just
drying
saying.
your tobacco out is not really a ritual. There's a lot of cigar that's really spongy at 70.
But the way people are, but the way, I don't know. I just think the way it's kind of being done, it's a little
Process.
ritualistic. Yeah, yeah. And it's okay. I mean, look, somebody doing a pipe, that's a ritual. Doing the
Mhm.
cigar thing, that's a ritual. If that's your ritual, that's kind of cool. But man, you could go into a cigar lounge, pick up a cigar, smoke it, and enjoy the hell out of it.
You could.
That's all I'm saying.
You could.
That's all I'm saying.
You could.
Are you
But-
really getting the most out of? Are you that dialed in and tuned in to your cigar humidity to really know if you did good or bad in the dry box? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, either way is fine, right? Some people, they'll take the steak right out of the fridge and sear it and eat it. Some people will take out the steak, leave it on the table until it's room temperature before they sear it.
Right.
But
I don't. To each his own, and
Mhm.
I respect that.
right, I don't think it's a bad thing, right? I literally, like, it doesn't take me much to put a cigar into another cabinet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I get that.
So, and some people feel like it's already enough to leave it on the table for an hour.
So okay, so here's the question. Or maybe a comment or a combination of both. If you're taking your cigar out of your humidor
Mhm.
and you're putting in an empty cigar box to dry box it, isn't that telling you, hey, you know what? Maybe my humidor is a little bit too humidified, and I really need to check out what my humidities in my humidor is?
No,
Huh?
okay, let's understand this too, right? Okay, for a cigar, it's not gonna go from 70 to 55 in a day.
Right. That's
No,
what
it's
I'm
not.
getting at.
No, it's not.
Right. But
What?
if you put it in a box that's dry, it could speed up that process at the same time.
Yeah.
At the same time, at the same time, because the cedar box or whatever that you put in there, it might still continue to absorb some cedar flavor as it goes.
Well, yeah, I see that, but the big thing is you got your humidor, you're taking your cigar out of your humidor, and you're ready to cut and light it up, and all of a sudden you're saying, "Oh man, wait a minute, this is
I didn't dry box.
Mhm.
it's too spongy. It feels a little too moist, so I got to dry box it." And however you do it, you put it in an empty cigar box, you leave it out in the room air for, it may take a couple days, may take a week, who knows?
Mhm.
But that should be an indicator to let you know that, hey, maybe the humidity in my humidor is higher than what I think it is.
All right, let
and
me
that's
explain
when you
that to you, Val. Even if your humidor is perfect at 70, let's say if that's perfect at 70, not all the cigar is gonna be at 70. Reason being, the cigars are stacked.
Yeah, okay.
So some of them that's closer to the water is gonna be more moist.
They're going to be, yeah, in the
Than the
middle
rest.
ones. And it's, yeah, okay. I get that. But still.
So putting in
Yeah.
the box basically makes sure that it dries up just a tad before you go at it.
Yep.
And also it makes choosing what you gotta smoke today easier because you will choose the one that's in the
You
box.
choose it. It's like setting your clothes out, man. Setting your clothes out for the next day. I get it.
So to answer Javier's question, that is a totally useless gadget.
I was gonna say that.
Because let's be
Yeah.
honest here, okay? You're not gonna okay.
It takes a long time for that humidity to come down in that cigar. It's not.
I mean,
gonna
ask you
happen.
this, Javier. When you gotta eat a steak, all right? You want a medium. You want medium rare,
Yes,
okay?
I'm ready.
And you cooked it. You let it rest.
Cook it for me.
You
Cook
let it
Tony,
rest.
cook it.
You take it out, and you decide to test the temperature. Well, it's not 140 degrees. It's 146.
Yeah.
Now it's a medium.
Yeah.
You gotta let it come down.
Now it's at a medium. Do you not eat that steak?
Yeah.
If you're hungry, you're gonna eat it.
You'll still eat it, right?
Yeah,
So when it
yes.
comes to cigar, you take the cigar,
enjoy
you
it.
plug it in, and it's 72. Are you not gonna smoke
Yeah.
that cigar?
I ain't gonna smoke it.
But you already plugged it in.
Yeah. You already plugged it.
You, what do you mean by plugged it in? You're talking
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, he's talking about
Some-
Cigar Matic, the humidimeter.
Yeah.
Well, I
Plugged it in.
mean, you're just checking to see what the humidity is. You didn't light it.
Yeah, but like you already took it out. You already took it out. Okay, if it's 72, you're not gonna smoke it, all right? You just say that you're
Right.
not gonna smoke it. If it's 65, you're not gonna smoke it.
I'm gonna smoke it at 65.
Would you smoke at 66?
Yes.
67?
67.
Yes.
All the way to 69?
No. I think 68.
68?
Because I don't do 69.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say you plugged it in is 70. Plugged it in
I like-
70, okay?
I like 77, by the way.
When you plugged it in 70, but outside temperature 30.
77 is better.
All right, wait a minute. Okay, wait. Oh,
77 is better, Val.
You're changing these numbers on me now, Tony.
Val, Val,
I'm
Val.
already yeah, I got you.
Yeah, well,
I'm already dialed
you
in.
got the humidity, right?
77
But you
is get
didn't
8
take
more.
you didn't take in effect the ambient temperature. Ambient temperature determine how accurate that number is. So
Yeah.
unless your ambient temperature is 70, that 70 is not the same thing as 70.
Yeah. It's complicated, man.
Yeah, 60-70 is not the same amount as 70-70. In fact, 60-70 is very humidified.
60, 70. 60 temp, 70 humidity. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I can see that.
And 71-70 or 80-70 is like
80.
it's like over 100% of that 60-70. Yes, Albert.
For the record, it's Javier.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
I-
just, I mean, we're trying
I understand.
to-
I just don't know how he preferred it to pronounce it.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's most likely Javier. Just saying.
You know, because I've heard Javier, and then Javier. I've heard both.
I've never heard that, actually.
Javier.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Jesus
Yeah,
and
never-
Jesus kind of thing.
Hey,
can't-
if he's Dominican, it's Javier.
And there's Andrea and Andrea. So, you know, it's like depends. No matter
There's hostess and hoistess.
yeah. So yeah, that's that. You know, the thing is, yeah, okay, Javier. Okay, I'll pronounce your name as Javier from now on.
Thank you for saying I was right.
But yeah, you take that extra steps to figure out what the humidity is. But now you got to do all kind of calculation in your head at what the ambient temperature is. It's not worth the trouble. If you have a cigar,
that's what I'm
smoke it.
getting at, man. It's that's why I said, people can do what they want to do, and that's fine. I'm just saying it.
And
I don't
and
know,
here's the
yeah.
thing. You can tell whether or not a cigar is over humidified, right? Take it out, squeeze it. If it feels spongy, don't smoke it.
Yeah, they did twice, didn't they, Javier? What was the first one I was right about?
My coin.
Oh, yeah. No. So 3 times. 3 times.
All right.
I was right about the bank thing.
I have 365% Bovita pack in my box of cigars. Hygrometer staying 60 or 70. Like I said, the temperature changes how many percent that's gonna sit at. All right.
And is it calibrated too?
So it's that number. Don't worry about it. So long as your cigar is not at 20, you're fine.
Dude, here's what you want to shoot for, right? It's called the Crunchy the Beatles. Crunchy the Beatles. As long as your cigar is not crunchy,
No.
right? It's not too dry, and as long as it ain't spouting out, spouting out Beatles, then it's not too moist. You're good.
I mean, too hot.
Thank you, Mark.
Too hot, yeah.
And fuck the Cowboys. We're not saying the C word no more for a whole year, man.
Everything in between, smoke it, enjoy it.
Yeah. Take your cigar, squeeze it. If it doesn't feel like extremely like you were talking about, like, your kitchen sponge, then
Yeah, but that could be how it's filled, man. I've seen cigars where it's just rolled wrong, man. It's not rolled right.
yeah, don't smoke the roll wrong one either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you may not have a choice. That's a cigar you want to smoke.
No, or you bring that back to the store, you buy it from, it's like, dude, you feel this? It feel this?
Yeah, I know, but sometimes you just push through it, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's
There's that.
like you can smoke it either way. Even if it's really wet, you can still smoke it. You just have to relight it like 50 million times, but you'll be fine. You can still smoke it.
Sorry. Are you drinking wine, Val?
No, I'm drinking a Long Island iced tea in a fancy glass.
Shit, Val.
He is definitely in a mood tonight.
Val is not playing.
Now,
Yo, by the end of the night, Val gonna be on one.
I could tell when at the very beginning he was like singing while Tony was talking. That was funny. Yeah.
I was exercising the vocal cords. That's what I was doing.
Now, Javier, I'm gonna also tell you that prong thing is not that accurate. So I've seen people plug it in one number, plug it in different number.
I think it's a waste unless you already bought it.
Well, in my opinion, there's no for me, anything below 65 is good for me.
What should be the ideal humidity and temperature for a humidor? Okay, a humidor should be number one above 55 in humidity in any temperature, and the temperature should be lower than 79 degrees. Then you'll be fine. If it's anything lower than 79 degrees, anything higher than the 50-ish, 55 humidity, you're all set.
I like my cigars around 60 something.
Yeah, but then again, when you say 60 something, now there's a whole range of temperature, right? So that doesn't matter. When I say 55 is that prevents that already at the range preventing your humidor wood and stuff that to crack. Anything drier than that, your wood start to crack, your furniture start to crack. That's not what you want. Anything more than 79 is too hot. It's humid. It's not good for your furniture. It will start to warp, bubble, and also it will cause possibility of beetle. But chances are, if you only have American cigars, you'll be fine. Right? I mean, you don't want your humidor when you open it up, and you feel like heat wave coming out.
Yeah. You might get Beatles if they're from Mike England.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from England.
Yeah.
You might get some kinks in there too.
When your humidity is too high, you can get tobacco beetles.
Okay.
But you won't get the Rolling Stones coming out of that thing.
You won't, man. No.
All right. So yeah, Beetle. You
So
know, I
innocent-
rarely see people with in America with cigar beetle issues. I rarely see them.
Innocent.
Go for it.
Listen, are you out from lockup on good behavior because it's your birthday or what?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Or we got some guys, in the Legion that's,
Val, I can't even tell if he's still in jail or not because he has a green screen in the back. I don't know if he's like purposely have that green
he
showing
might
that
be-
green screen, or he has a jail cell in the back with a green screen. He's got 5 guys behind that screen in the underwear waiting for him.
Exactly.
He might be in one of those pods, those empty pods, man.
I ain't gonna mention any names, but he might have some connection with, Q, Steve, John, Oh, but those are out of state guys for innocent, but he might have some long reach in the arm,
Yeah, Javier, they flash freeze it.
Yeah, Javier, they flash freeze it. If you want to, you can freeze on your own too. Just make sure you slow defrost. Yeah, guys don't realize this. If you're in the North America area, Northeast, Northwest, whatever where you snow and long winter, just put your cigar in the in your garage, okay? And the end of the season, it'll be perfectly flash freeze and slowly defrosted for you.
Hey, is that one of your kings, Steve? Checking men's ankles?
What?
Is him and Quakes. Him and Quakes. There they go again.
Yeah, he said,
The bromance.
not me. I will throw away the key for Innocent. don't nowadays people just use like a hairpin or something like that. Just pick it.
Do they even have keys anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think that he wears those bracelets that has a phone thing on it. So it's like, yeah, they say, you still there? Yeah, I'm still working. I'm still here in the cigar shop working for free.
Yeah, you're pretty slave labor.
Still working as slave labor, still free.
Hey, Quakes, do you sniff your fingers after all them cavity searches you be doing?
Wait, so innocent, is this true? Is this true that they don't tell you to come out with your hands up, and instead they tell you to bend and reach?
That's the Quake special, man.
quick special.
So Innocent, do you use pump soap or do you actually use soap? Do you use liquid soap?
I use black soap, man. You get it from the Muslims over in Newark.
So it's solid bar,
It's a solid bar.
and he just drops in all day long.
Huh?
He just drops in all day long, basically.
Yo.
Most of the handcuff brands have a standard key. Makes no sense. But even with the standard key, Innocent still cannot figure it out.
Yeah.
No, he used loop. That's why I was asking if you use liquid soap.
Mm-hmm.
Soap on the rope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. When it comes to Innocent, you can never tell. He always wearing the same shirt, the same hoodie, so I can't tell if he's anywhere.
Yeah, it's that Cuban Cohiba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's smoking Cohiba with a Cohiba shirt on it. I can't tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you need to tell that little girl stop smoking because she look a little stoned on the shirt. Oh God. Yeah, keep the question coming. Those are good questions. I mean, even though it's some of the, I don't know, like a lot of them were like worries that people have when they start out smoking. But as the longer they smoke, the longer their collection gets bigger, they start to realize that they had to worry about it less because they've never seen those problems.
You know what? Like they asked me and you what are our 3 go-to cigars. Albert, what are your go-to cigars? Your three go-to cigars that.
Oh, nobody asked me, man.
Well, I'm
Just did.
All right.
Javier, yeah, that is a fake Cuban shirt.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It's probably
Well, I've
made
been
in China.
smoking-
Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Talking a lot of EP Carrillo for the past couple months,
Okay.
and Espinosa, Casa Cuevas. So that's what I've been smoking the past few months, man. Is that?
Val.
I really find myself grabbing or really making sure I have enough of Master Blend 3s, Oliva Master Blend 3s, the New World Cameroons.
Yeah, smoke that.
Man, I really like those. Those are probably the two I really like to have in my humidor. And like the ones Albert says, I make sure I have enough of those. And I think when I first started smoking, I didn't know about certain brands being known as boutique. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I figured if you're a cigar brand, you got a cigar, you got a bin, and you got box, and they're being sold in a lounge in a cigar shop. They're a brand. They're a big brand to me.
Mhm.
Well, I think the word boutique, but especially for a lot of brands that sell a lot of cigars now, like you're here like Perdomo, they'll call themselves a boutique brand, but they're selling fucking like
Yeah, and
cigars a year now.
I mean, it took me a while to figure out what we know as the heritage brands. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. And then, heritage brands are these, and the boutiques are considered as those. But I don't look at like the boutiques as being boutiques. I looked at like them as being a big time brand to me.
That's a good cigar, dude. Tony's bragging with his little.
I'm just saying.
Robbery.
But
What? Who's bragging?
You.
yeah.
I didn't brag about anything.
There you are.
What did I brag?
It's subtle.
But I will tell you this much: as far as trying other cigars, there's one guy.
What we're talking about? I totally missed this.
One guy I really learned a lot about different types of cigars is Jeff Bates, because when I'm with him in a hangout and he gets his cigars once a month, he orders them all at one time, and he goes through a list. I'm getting 2 of these, 1 of these, 3 of those, 2 of those, and he tells me each one. I said, man, this guy smokes everything, and for a long time, I would just buy certain brands, I would just go get the Macanudos. I would just go get the Olivas. I would just go get those. And until I started seeing him smoking all those different types of cigars, and Tony and some of the other guys mentioned it, you don't know what you're missing if you're not tasting everything. If you're not trying everything, even if you don't like it, you got to try it, because you might find that cigar that might surprise you. And another surprise is it might be at a really good price point. So, yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot that way.
Did you smoke the Revenant? That's my question for you,
I
Val.
did.
Tastes like shit.
Yeah.
It did not knock my socks off. I'm not saying it tasted like Albert just said it did, but I will say
No, it didn't taste like shit. It didn't taste like shit.
I would not go buy another one unless I had to.
No, to be fair, that cigar, when you're out buying it and you see it, you're like, okay, $12. And then you go half a mile down the road and it's $8. You're kind of like crap, Yeah.
Man, because
I'm still stuck.
Yeah.
Where am I showing off? Where am I bragging? I didn't hear that. Like all I heard was Tony.
The old broadleaf, man. Yeah.
How is that? I purposely take it out under the table.
All right. We noticed it.
You know what? Like, I actually like that Camacho broadleaf. It's actually
It's
really
giving you
good.
shit, Tony. Golly, man. It's all right.
But that's the thing. I didn't know you guys giving me my shit. I was like, I was taking a cigar. I didn't hear what he said. Come back, Tony. Why you break? What the hell?
Yeah. But speaking on Gurkha, like I think the problem with Gurkha is since they signed that deal with fucking CI, it kind of killed them. They got no kind of reputation now.
What are you talking about?
He said even Gurkha.
Yeah, Gurkha sucked.
Yeah.
They have some good cigars, though. No, they do have good cigars.
they might have good cigars, but that good cigar is like, it's like,
Yeah, I know.
it's like giving you a century egg and all of a sudden give you a better century egg.
Well, I'm sure there are different grades of century egg.
Yeah, I'm sure, but still a century egg.
I get it.
Like,
But
like the
you know,
50-year egg
wasn't
is
bad. It wasn't a
50-year egg is
toxic
better.
cigar. I didn't toss it. You know, I smoked it all, but it wasn't. You know, it's not. It's not even 5-pack worthy in that respect. I didn't. I'm not motivated to go out and get another one.
Yeah.
There are some people that likes it, you know.
Yeah,
And,
that's
and,
cool.
and there are some people that, especially when they have to work with innocent, they have to smoke that kind of stuff because anything's better than innocent. So,
Yeah.
but you know, you gotta be,
Yeah.
you have to like a specific flavor for that. You have to be. Like, you know, I can understand Jeff like it because he can't remember after 3 seconds. So he's not gonna remember he hated it.
Well, you know, maybe as a kid, Jeff ate a lot of dirt as a kid, so he's like, you know, it brings him back to his childhood.
And that might be, but that's the thing. He can't remember, so he won't even remember that. Right?
Century
So,
egg is good. Oh my God, Eric. Oh,
but
that's like, yeah, whip me up a plate of fucking chitlins. Like a century egg is like eating shit. It's terrible.
you know,
terrible.
because how do you know?
What happened?
How do you know?
Miami.
He tried it.
I know he ate a century egg, but how do you know it tastes like shit?
Well, that was a good one. So that was a good one.
Yeah.
Just wondering. It's a legit question, right?
Yeah.
Just saying. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to cigars thing, you know, I think boutique, right? When it comes to boutique, that's just a type of store or company. It should not matter whether or not like you will want to smoke their cigar. Cigar's a cigar. Boutique or not, if it's a good cigar, it's a good cigar,
It's a good cigar. Yeah.
right? And boutique is just a decision to run their business, right? I like to run in small amount. I don't like to mass produce them. Like, you know, if I'm pretty sure if any company can mass produce them the same amount as General Cigar, they would like to. Right? So I think that's what it comes down to. I think every boutique cigar company wants to be a regular cigar company if they could. Who doesn't want to make more money? Like, is there any boutique cigar company that will say, you know what? I'd rather be selling, you know, $5 million a year rather than $50 billion a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I think every cigar company starts out as a boutique until they are, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Well,
So-
it's again, it has to be a matter of being able to acquire or get enough acquisitions of those tobaccos that you need.
well, that I don't think that's a problem, right? Which cigar it's gotta say, I'm not gonna sell you more if you can buy more, right? That's not the problem, right? The problem is how much money you're dumping into it, how much risk you're taking, and the thing is that boutique takes less risk, right? You don't have to make a flop cigar that you know nobody's selling it and then ended up with a deficit, right? You don't have that problem. But every cigar company starts out as small, and then they got bigger as they go. So whatever you're smoking, even the General Cigar today, once upon a time they were boutique.
They were small potatoes.
Yeah. So that whether or not the cigar is boutique, it doesn't matter. If a cigar is good, cigar is good. Like to us as consumer, to be really honest, doesn't matter. If you like something, you smoke it, right? If you end up like those like gas station stuff it is. But if you like cigar, you like cigars. I mean,
There's a lot more gas stations than there are cigar shops.
true.
For now.
Mhm.
For now. But
Oh man, you can set up a cigar stand by those electric pumps. You can making some money there.
Yeah, yo, that's kind of crazy.
So that again?
In Chicago, the Teslas, they aren't charging.
It's whether or not you can obtain the license to sell right next to a gas pump.
So what does it cost
Everybody's
to
watching up.
what does it cost to charge up?
I don't know, but just the amount of time that it takes to get charged up.
That's the funny part is like, oh, I'm not having to buy gas, but I'm having to pay for electricity. So like, what the hell? How'd that work out?
That's like the same thing as like I'm not eating beef, I having to eat vegetables. You know, when you could have eaten a bowl of meat for 18, you decided to pay $18 for leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good idea. Let's take 1 to 2 hours to fully charge a electronic vehicle. Even that is way too long. I want to just, get out, pump, go in there, grab a drink, come out.
I'll tell you, man, I think the way it's going to happen is that those charging, it's got to be a charging rack. Like you just go in, pull it out, put another one in, you're off.
They have those for motorcycles in Taiwan.
All right.
So they drive to a place, and then there's a machine that looks like cigar lockers. Okay,
Yeah,
but each one of them just basically a battery. So you type in you type in your account, and then you type how many you want to swap, and you will tell you which 2 slots to put that into. It's like number 18, number 19. Put number 18, number 19, and then 2 of them will pop out. And then you take the 2 and plug in your car and go, and plug into your bike and you go.
It's like your propane gas, man.
Yeah.
But the problem is that when a car, you're not simply telling about 2, boombox size batteries.
I know. Mm. So it's so it would have to be a certain way, right?
Right, you'll probably have the whole entire trunk for the battery, which kind of makes sense, right? If you want to do that, you could do that. But then that's your trunk in the front, the back in the trunk, and the front end is the most likely to get an impact, which will cause fire if you impact.
Yeah, Hertz and Enterprise, they got rid of all the electric cars.
Yeah, because nobody wants those.
Yeah,
you can't charge anywhere. Like when I went to Texas, that's like one electric car was there and nobody wanted to take it. Until there was no car to take, somebody took that one. Yeah. But there's no way. You drive around in cold days, you're not gonna have enough mileage to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait 2 hours anywhere for my car to charge.
And then you got to bring it back with fully charged.
Exactly.
Electric car is a scam. Plus, no one talks about what the hell you're doing to safely dispose those giant batteries. It's going to kill the environment in 7 to 10 years. They have this area where they dispose all the batteries. There's no good way to recycle this battery right now. So,
yeah, I think that's why they're trying to go to like sodium batteries.
Then it must be hard. Yeah, okay. You must have heard that. Problem.
You laugh at his joke. Okay, I got it. Laugh at his joke. There you go.
Her and Enterprise, they both were. I think was the Enterprise or her went through a bankruptcy structure, and that's when they announced they got to buy electric cars, and they screwed up this time again. So they might have to go through another structure.
Anyway, yeah, laugh at his joke.
All right, go with hydrogen. Okay, I don't know anybody has ever seen a hydrogen being pumped. It takes a while too. It takes half an hour.
Yeah. Plus, have you also the Hindenburg that had hydrogen in it too, so not too smart.
Well, those are liquid and like heavily cold. And then here's the thing, right? When they're done pumping it, they take it out like this. You can see like it's all iced up and everything. It's cold. So,
the crazy thing about it too is that like if you're at a charging station, and even if you're at the fast charging station in all 4 charging, you can't fast charge your car.
That depends, right? They're probably on the same grid, and if 1 or 2 is fast charging, the rest will probably not do that due to probably trip the breaker or such a safety or something like that. So,
yeah. I tell you what, if I had electric car, and someone tried to like charge their phone in my car, I'd be like, dude, what are you doing, man? Stop.
Yeah.
Stop using my gasoline.
No music either. No music either. No
Yeah.
radio.
Don't be using my freaking charge, man.
No AC, no music. You know.
No, I didn't see. But yeah. Don't be zapping my energy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, how's the weather down there? How's Albert?
How's the what?
How's the weather down there?
Oh, it's like 50 something.
Okay, nice. I'm not even gonna ask Val. I know it's like it's probably like 12 with a wind chill
Well,
like
it's
5.
warm. It's warm today. It's like 35, 36 right now.
Val's like, it's warm today, but I have like a scarf and a jacket.
Yeah, I gotta bring my scarf back.
Yeah. Yeah. dude.
Scarf and jacket and everything. Yeah.
It's a light jacket. It's a thin jacket.
Still a jacket.
It's a windbreaker.
Yeah, it's a jacket. I didn't say coat. I said jacket. Just to giant wind up keys on the trunk. Oh. Where is everyone?
I'm here. I'm in
Yeah.
Chicago.
I'm in Jersey.
Dallas.
I'm in Texas. The place that tax you for everything.
Are you guys worse in Connecticut?
Where the Texas is the actual term.
Wow.
Yeah, if you look at Texas, you'll find Massachusetts because we'll tax everything.
Oh, we got another Texas. We got another Texas boy.
McAllen, Texas. Where's McAllen? That sounds familiar. That's near where we hang out, right? No?
Albert?
That sounds very familiar, Albert.
Golly, man. Yeah, McAllen is that's down south. That's like McAllen is actually it's like right near Brownsville, I think. Brownsville, McAllen, isn't that like the most furthest southern?
How far from Dallas?
8 hours.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, never mind.
Uh-oh. So somebody done came into the defendant their Tesla.
I have a Tesla. It takes 20 minutes to take from 100 to 350 mile charger everywhere. I have to take long distance where all your info are coming from. From Smoke One, if you have one, he was told that he had 300 miles of distance. He drove for a day to go home, and now he have 35 miles left.
Oh, so he's not by Houston.
And when you say it takes 20 minutes from 130 miles to 350 miles, have you ever actually calculated that if you get 350 miles? Because not even gasoline car can give you that accurate of a number. It depends on how you drive. And also, have you calculated how much power that's actually draining when you're doing ACs in Texas or when you are doing heating in Massachusetts? I mean, there was a huge news about the entire parking lot of Tesla in Chicago just weeks ago. I don't know.
Yo, can you imagine having a Tesla in Minnesota or South Dakota?
I'll say
Might
this.
as well leave it there.
I'll say this: when I'm playing golf, I prefer the gas-powered golf carts over the electric-powered.
Well, there's gas-powered golf carts?
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
I always only see the electric ones.
Step on the gas, it starts up the engine automatically. Take off.
I only driven the electric one, so but they don't have to go that far. They don't use that much battery, so yeah, Philip, I'm not trying to hate on your Tesla. If that works for you, it works for you, but there is still that issue with the distance thing, right? And I drive a V8, and when my car says 350 miles, it's not 350 miles full tank. Just
like I think the only place that a car like that would be good is probably like either LA or like if you're down in Florida.
In a really warm state.
Like warm states.
Cold weather will affect the range, but AC affect MPG in regular car. It really doesn't. Really doesn't. That's so minuscule.
AC has gotten better. actually.
Yeah, AC runs. You know, it's very different nowadays. They barely use any gasoline, if anything, because when you're running AC, you're running off your generator. I mean the alternator. Anyway, your alternator generates power. It converts to that. It generates power whether or not you like it or not.
Well, your compressor runs off your belt. Your compressor runs off the belt.
Yeah,
so
but your belt turns anyway.
it turns, but it's still taking a load.
Yeah, a very small amount of load. Right? So, just so you know, AC is not changing that much MPG, if anything. But your AC will change a huge amount of miles on your electric car. All right, so I'm just saying, I can find gas station anywhere, anytime, and not have to wait there for even 20 minutes. But electric car does.
Yeah. Plus, when your Tesla runs out of power, the gasoline car is going to come and tow it.
Right.
All that.
If my gasoline car run out of gas, a car can just drive me a gallon and I pump it up and I can go. But if your electric car run out of power, I'll see you in 5 hours.
Plus, I can't even keep my damn cell phone charged, much less a freaking car, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, I know Tesla is cool and everything, but electric car is not the future. It's not the future.
That's Robusto's favorite car.
It's not the future. There is not enough electricity to go around. Have you not seen right now that we have energy crisis?
Mm-hmm.
Electricity is not the future. We can't generate enough power to offset all those cars that needs power.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to worry about cold days for my gasoline. My gasoline will pump. But a cold day of charging your stuff, no, good luck.
Yeah, I think, actually, I really think there's something behind the electric car thing. I think it's really to try to get people not to have cars anymore.
I know. No, I think what it is also too is that they can control your car. So it's like if you didn't pay your bill, cut your car off. You can't drive it.
And you have a single point of failure. If your battery dies, your car dies. Yeah.
And also too, like if you're speeding, cop could just go, "This the car, shut that shit down."
Well, that's okay. I mean, if you're speeding, you're speeding.
You know,
You're breaking the law, you're breaking the law, okay? Well, on a small one, so. You're right about the mileage accuracy, but no energy is free. If I turn on the heat and all else, you're right. Yes, I know. Thank you. But yeah, I mean that's the problem with the car is that you need to charge. It takes a long time to charge. You know, it's about the control distance. If they want, they can shut your car down. Yeah, but you can do that with a lot of cars nowadays. You can do it with gasoline cars. Like if somebody take my Mercedes, I just make a phone call, the Mercedes will turn the engine off. So yeah.
Saves gas.
So yeah, gas works the same way, so it doesn't matter.
mm-hmm.
Imagine how pissed you would be if you miss the payment, your car self-repo itself. That's not happening. That's not happening.
It could though. It could with self-driving cars. It could. It can do a homing.
Yeah, but they haven't figured out what if I didn't pay my payment and decide to sleep in my car. If the car drove away, that's legit kidnapping. What if I was shopping and I have my kids in the car with the AC on and the car drove away? That's a huge legal issue now.
Mm-hmm.
The first Model T before came out, those guys on the horse probably said that. Look at those idiots thinking that they will make gas station every corner.
All right. Since Philip is here, tell us about the charging thing you have at your house. How does that look? Like how much power is that consuming at your house? And how much did it cost to get that thing added to there? That would be my question.
I don't think he's doing apples to apples, right? When people's on a horse, they decide to do a either steam engine car or a gasoline engine car. And at that time, there was no issue of producing enough to gasoline to run those cars. That was never the problem.
Because there weren't many of them.
Solar panel. Do you know how inefficient solar panel is? Solar panel has 2% efficiency. 2% efficiency. You want to put your battery in an overheated environment and plus a solar panel on top of it just to overheat your car? No, not a good idea.
Traveling.
You know, there's a reason. There's a reason for that, and also you know how much weight that adds to your car. So you even use in order to put a solar panel, you're using even more energy to move your car. Put out a sale. Right? You gotta understand that in everything that you put there to generate energy, energy is not free. You're using more energy in order to get that energy. And you pay for half of it, along with my power wall. How do you mean by overheat a car? I've had this for. All right.
Yeah, we'll have. They'll have wind cars on sale soon.
I want to see. Philip, is Philip from Texas? It's not, right? Because I think that's why he doesn't understand. You try to put a solar panel. Solar panel takes heat. It absorbs heat. Okay. You put a solar panel on top of your car. In 110-degree weather in Texas, you'll be driving an oven.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna head in, man. It's getting. I had a late night last night, so.
All right, cool, man. Have a good night, man.
I'm gonna go now. Hey, happy birthday!
Right,
like,
take care, brother. See you, Val.
All right.
All right.
Hey, stop smoking so damn much, man, during the day, man. I'm just saying, Val.
Now, Phil, I know you brought up all the argument point that they brought up as a car company, but all those cannot be done yet. There is no way to do that right now. No, sorry, I meant the solar panel system for the whole house. Also, when you do a solar panel system on your house, number one, you're paying for that solar panel way more than you're paying for any energy. All right, solar panel system definitely costs you over time more money than the gasoline. Number two, solar panel. I don't pay half of that because I don't live near you, so I'm pretty sure that's not the way. All right, real questions. How many cigar fits in a Tesla? Well, it depends if you're talking about Tesla coil or you're talking about Tesla car. You know, probably fit quite a bit because there's Tesla cars are very empty inside. There's nothing. It's just a drive system. So in the bottom, I don't pay half of that, and you know, still you pay half of that solar panel. It's way more than what it consumes you in gasoline, and you're still paying electric bill for your car's energy. You're not saving money. You're not saving money. $7,500 for federal, $5,500 from New York, and what? And how much did you pay for that car?
That's 12,000 right there.
Yeah. What part of New York are you at, Philip?
Oh, $12,000 on a $90,000 car. That's not a big dent. Even better question. We're getting Tesla cigars. You know, hey, I'm sorry, but okay, here. $118,000 and you're like, $18,000. You already prepaid for your gas? There is no benefit on Tesla. There isn't.
So, my uncle, he bought one of the first electric cars from I believe he had an Infinity, so he got grandfathered in. So for life, he never has to pay for a charge.
Say that again.
So my uncle, he has, I believe it's an Infinity.
Mm-hmm.
So when he first bought the car, it was like one of the first ever electric cars. So in his contract when he got it, they put in that he never has to pay for a charge.
Okay, but yeah, but
And
that could change. That could change over time. So yeah, that could change. Those contracts can be changed. Yeah. No, but also okay. So saying your solar power also powers your house and humidor. I can spend way less money than that to just buy a generator and, and put some gasoline. You'll power anything I need.
No, it's no problem, Philip.
There's not no. Your choice is your choice. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm just saying that this is the pros and this is the cons, right? And this is the reason why I still drive gasoline cars because I like gasoline cars, right? Can I get solar panel? Yeah, I could. They call me like every other month. Like every time I drive to a gasoline station, they were like, "Hey, would you like to save some money?" I see those guys all the time. And here's the thing, right? I live in a place, and I tend to live in a place with a lot of trees, so I can't even do solar panel. Doesn't matter. But I just don't see the benefit of it, right? You do know when you have a solar panel, you're paying for it. When you sell your house, the next person has to continue to pay for that solar panel. You don't finish paying off your solar panel. You know, it's quite a bit of money. It makes no sense, right? And for someone like me, that wouldn't make sense for me. I use way too much power that the solar panel would not keep up in my house. My average electric bill is more than $600 a month. I use way more electricity than the whole entire grid, right, over here in my house. So solar panel is gonna do anything for me, right? And when you look at your power generating thing, when you look at your bill, your solar panel is not gonna be like 90%. Solar panel is like 10% because it cannot generate fast enough for you, right? You have excess, you sold that, sure, but you're still using regular electricity too. I've shown my bill before. It's more than $600 a month. Just on electricity. And my natural gas is about $200 a month. So like, you know, when people tell me like, you know, solar power and stuff like that, I say, unless your grid can support this kind of usage, don't even talk to me about it. Have you done a review on Sanjay Patel's Industry Killer? I smoked it while I was that was the Maduro, right? That you gave me?
I gave you the Maduro and the Habano.
Yeah. I smoked it while I was not in an actual review. And I basically just tell Innocent whether or not it's good or not.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of those cigars that I believe because Innocent it works in that shop.
I don't work there, but
that if I got nothing good to say, it's better to not say it at all. It's one of those things like where I agree. If I got nothing good to say about it, don't say it at all. One of those things. That's why I did not record a actual review for that cigar. I know there's plenty of people that likes it. So, what are you running? I'm an electrician. I run an entire smart house, so every switch is Wi-Fi connected. I have 2 sets of internet plugged into 6 routers, and I have also 4 switches, and I have 12 computers running in the house at the same time.
Quakes, you're crap, Quakes.
And you know, if you continue to dig into it, I have my AC never turns off. My house is always a comfortable temperature, upstairs at least. I have 2 studios like this that runs like the lights and everything at the same time, and I have 5 TVs that's also pretty much on the same time. I have 4 or 5 Xboxes that's always plugged in, and I have quite a few PlayStation that's always plugged in. You know, when you calculate those, and I have phones, I have tablets, I have laptops, all those things I plug in at the same time. Now they don't. They
Don't
always
believe a word Quakes is fucking saying. Quakes is full of shit.
You don't get to talk back. You're being roasted today.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
Right? And yeah, so I run a lot of power in this house. And I have air purifier in every single room.
Mm.
And I have like portable heaters on corners that are colder. Yeah. And my wife never turns off the lights. There you go.
Mm.
So yeah, like, you know, as an electrician, you can tell, like, I'm using a lot of power. A lot of power. I have 2 power boxes. I have like a main box and I have a sub box because I have so much crap running. Yeah. And even that, my house is not big enough. So imagine I get a bigger house. I have like $1,000 electric bill every year. I mean, every month. Holy crap, what's your electric bill? Rhetorical. I just told you, out there. $600 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I use a lot of electricity. I can leave my house for an entire month, like, you know, doing a trip or something like that, or come back. My electric bill will still be in the $400 range. So basically, if I don't do anything, my house runs about $400 with electricity.
Mm.
Okay, so that's the issue I have. But then again, you gotta keep in mind, right? Every night I'm down here smoking, I'm recording stuff. I have cameras and everything running. I have lights. You know, those things takes power as well.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, whatever you're doing on your business end.
Yeah, I like. Okay, so average people work 8 hours a day, and then you guys go out for work, and your power is down and stuff like that. I work 24/7. So when you guys are sleeping, I'm working. So the lights is on, heat's on, fans on, everything's on. So I use more power than average users. I only sleep every 2 or 3 days.
I don't know how you do it, Tony.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
$400 is my summer bill with $100 plus heat. Whoa, we put heat on summer? What's the day? I mean, Nigel, when you're a consultant, you work whenever your phone rings. So I spend the time to work when my wife's sleeping and stuff like that. Because I work a lot of things that I oversee, and they run at a different time. So I had to do different time.
Hey, Quakes, you could work 8 hours, but you like being locked up with men all day.
Not a tree hugger. I have 400 amp service, 4,500 square feet, and my cigar lounge is 450 square feet, all humidified, kept temperature. Now my house is only like 2,000 something square feet ish, so it's not a lot. It's not very big.
It must be AI.
AI, I wish it'd be a lot cheaper. AI.
Yo, how do you feel about the new Samsung AI? That's coming with the S24.
You gotta ask me that in 3 more days. I don't get my phone until 2 more days later.
Yeah, I'm ordering mine tomorrow.
I'm getting mine on the 26th supposedly. So I haven't used it. I don't know. I just lay cigar boxes down, so I know about the bill, but it has improved my cost. Really has, but the cigar talks is really what I like anyway.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Philip,
I tried to understand that. Hold on. I just lay cigar boxes down, so I know about the bill, but it has improved my cost.
Maybe because the boxes keep the heat in the house.
No. Okay, the only time that you'll be able to keep the heat with the things that you purchase in the furniture is if you use infrared heating, which infrared heats furnitures or wood materials, tangible goods, and that radiates the heat back to you. But I don't think you want to apply heat to a cigar box. So that sentence is kind of long. I don't think I understand it that well. But it has improved my causes. I just lay my... Really has, but cigar talks is really what I like it. My room is a humidor. Could not put the entire face because I ran out of words. Okay. Yeah. So basically, yeah, my entire house has constant temperature and constant humidity, so I can put my cigar box anywhere. I put it in this, but this thing is not airtight, right? It's not airtight. But most people doesn't know me, don't know that I have cigar everywhere that looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? People who know me will know I have cigar boxes all over my floor.
Everywhere. And even under his bed, under his sink, in the bathroom.
Yeah, I have it in my bathroom. I have it in all my rooms. I have it on the floor. I have it in my living room. Every corner of my house has some sort of cigars. So that's why I have to keep my house in a constant temperature. I have to keep my house nicely humidified. But yeah, I have cigar boxes everywhere. The new Samsung is the star of Skynet, Terminator, all the way. Boston Dynamics. No, Boston Dynamic. Actually, in fact, Japan used to make these like waiter robots. They stopped making them because the thing is that as much AI as smart as it is, it cannot do what it's not taught to do. Does that make sense? AI can only do things that is taught and trained. Just like human being. If you train this person good enough, this person can draw anything that you want, right? AI is the same way. You got to train them. You got to train them. You got to train them. You cannot do things that's not trained. So AI is never going to take over human being thoughts because we can generate things that didn't exist, but AI have to generate things based on what it's been trained for. They can do it perfectly because they can train a lot faster than a human being can, but it still needs to, it can only do what it's taught to. If that makes sense. Can you show how you remove those stems from your cigars? I could. Hold on.
Dr. Tony.
First, I had to find a stem. This cigar is actually pretty good. I don't have a stem here. Okay, I found one. So what I do is I use these pliers and I'll find this. When you look at a cigar like this, you'll see some of them are different color. And usually a stem are lighter in color. They are more of like a poop color, yellow. And then I will use the fingernail to just brush through it until it stops. And you'll know where that stem is. And when you brush through it, once you pass the stem, it actually pushes the tobacco around it away, okay? And once you push that away a little bit, then you can just insert the plier and you grab onto it. And then you want to hold the entire cigar. You don't want to do this way. You want to do it, hold the entire cigar because you don't want the wrapper to crack too much. And then you pull slowly. And then you'll get a line like this. That's the stem. Then you can choose to pour it out with your hands, pour it out with your mouth, pour it out with a plier, and you just slowly get it out like that. Look at that, on call, man. Pull out stem on call. Okay. So what you want to really watch for is sometime the stem will have a lot of leaf on it. And when you pull, it actually, because the leaves are twisted in there, it will actually pull the entire cigar out. And that's the time where you got to twist it a little bit. When you feel the entire cigar start to crush upward from the bottom, that's when you got to twist it so that you can get those leaves out of that twist and then you get it out. Or else you'll pull the entire, and the bottom will just crumble up, and then you'll ruin your cigar. Isn't that the premises that AI becomes self-aware? AI cannot be self-aware because even that is a script of programming. So AI is self-aware of what you tell them that is, right? Because it's data. Everything's data, right? To be self-aware, they must have the data to tell them that this is what self-aware is. And to be honest, not even human can really explain what self-aware is. Because we have people that can't even know if they're man or woman. So self-aware is a very conceptual thing. The AI can probably explain it to you based on what we told them, but they cannot be one. Because the moment you go in there and change a script, say that self-aware means that you can jump, and they'll be like, I cannot be self-aware because I can't jump. Oh, look at that draw. So much better now. Philip gifted 5 Soy Sauce Assassin. Well, you can gift that? I didn't even know you can gift that. Holy shit. Thank you.
Nice.
I didn't even know that can get done. Wow. You can actually do that? A Kill Gore is gifted membership as Phil Long is gifted. And my car is Dark King Gaming. Dark King Gaming. Wow. I want to know what Dark King Gaming plays. I did not know you can do that. But yes, thank you. Batman. He played Batman? But yeah. You got one of the best information on the show. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just saying what I know. So yeah. Thank you. I mean, that's the kind of the main point of this kind of shows, right? So that everybody learn a little bit or something. And here's the thing, keep in mind, what I told you is based on my knowledge. What you know might be different, right? Everybody have a different concept, different learning, different information. And with that, it might change certain views of things, right? When it comes to cigars, is there really a correct way? Like if you ask yourself this, right? Is cigar smoking really have a correct way? And no, it has a conceptual ritual way that we all want to go with, right? Cutting and lighting it up, and how you smoke it, how long does between each puff and all that stuff. But that's a preference. I mean, if you want to just smoke it, you just smoke it, right? Like who's got to tell you that, hey, you cannot take 3 draws a minute.
Who to smoke? I mean, how to smoke, how long to smoke, how fast to smoke. It's all up to you.
Yeah. I think the biggest issue is usually how people store their cigars. And that's usually the biggest problem people have, right? People really doesn't ask the question how to smoke a cigar. People really ask the question how to store the cigar. And I think that's just the overthought. A lot of time, yes, you can learn the way to do it, but keep in mind, back in the days, when cigar first was developed, does anybody care? There's no such thing as humidor. Humidor was a rich people thing, right? Humidor was a rich people thing. There was no humidity pack. There was no, in fact, refrigerator. They actually don't use a wooden box. They use like some sort of metal copper box or something like that.
Copper boxes.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't. I mean, you go at the time, cigars are $1. They don't really care if they lose one, right? So
yeah, well,
when it comes to
at my house, I don't use no Bovida packs here. So at my house,
yeah, Bovida pack
It's
was
still
never
the
invented for cigar. Let's just say that Bovida pack was originally invented for instruments.
Mm.
And then they discovered a new market.
Yeah, they discovered that people need to keep humidity, so they just raise the amount of humidity and allowed that to do that. But I think Steve Saka talked about this before. The reason that the magic number 7070 is because at the time, the stuff they have can only measure and gauge to 7070. And that's why they choose that number 77. Okay, so there's no magic number. To be honest, we're burning leaves, right? And the thing about burning leaves is the dryer is better. Right? You're not gonna go burn wood where it's like damn dry, damn wet, right? You're like, this thing, throw it in there and burn, and all the smoke is gonna come up. No one's gonna do that. So, led to believe cigars are fragile. No, cigar is fragile. It's true. It's true. Okay, but cigar is also meant to be a relaxation. When you put that much stress on relaxation, you ruin the relaxation. This is why people go to lounge, right? Because they don't want to think about all that shit. I want to go in there, pay the money, sit down, light a cigar up, and that's it. The end. I don't want to worry about all that crap. So home storage, all that thing about home storage, I think was to also drive customer to the lounge because they're saying we took care of all that. But let's be honest, okay? How many humidor you went in that full of mold?
Yeah, or you get
or over humidified.
Yeah.
Right? Just think about this. Think about when cigar travels from Dominican, from Nicaragua, all the way from the ship come over here. Do you think those things are properly stored? Come on, just ask yourself that. In those storage giant boxes, they're not gonna go, oh, you know what? These are cigars. Let's put a giant 500% humidipack in the box, just push it in there. No.
But, and also too, like if you're smoking over there, like it's a lot more humidity over there. Over there, the humidity has to be around maybe 60, 70 probably around like 70, 80 every day over there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very hot and they're very humid, right? So they have 3 pallets of Provita pack, just push it in there. It's like, there we go, we're all set, right? If you think about that, like, especially when you buy stuff online and stuff like that, go through a, shipping trucks and stuff like that. If you ever been to the back of the trucks that ship stuff, those things are ovens. They're hot. Okay, they're not. These things. All those transportation are not meant to transport cigars. And if they can survive those, they can survive a little bit less humidity. Right? They can survive a range of temperature and humidity. You'll be fine. The things about that is when people, ask yourself this: does it make sense to spend $48,000 on a humidor for your $300 cigars?
No.
Right? You will never buy a car insurance that costs more than your car, right? But why will you spend more money to store your cigars? Think about that. Why would you spend thousands of dollars in order to store your few $100 of the cigars? It totally twisted around, right? You wouldn't do that because you're spending more money to keep something that you could have replaced with that more money. It only matters if you don't smoke your cigars. It really is. And it's luxury, right? It's like you're building an entire lounge for you to enjoy a cigar, and you probably spend $20,000 to build a lounge to smoke cigar in, but is it worth that? How long can a cigar store in its own box? Forever.
Yep. Well, Val, you watched the show earlier.
As long as you got a Bovita pack in.
No,
right.
You don't have to have Bovita pack in there. So long as it's in a proper environment, it can store forever.
Yeah, you seen I smoked that fucking cigar from fucking 19 fucking 98 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I smoked a 100-year cigar. I smoked a
What
100-year cigar. I have a review on a 100-year cigar that I smoked pre-embargo.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the longer you store your cigar, right, eventually it loses flavor, okay? This is what aging is. When you're aging your cigar, okay, this is people need to understand this, okay? When you're aging your cigar, you're not adding more flavor. No cigar is gonna age with more flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can we agree on that? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a question on that, I can answer why. No cigar is gonna age to become more flavor. However, it will harmonize the flavor because all the flavors going together, it gets lighter and everything. And then, you know, it's like if you put, okay, if you put a salmon in a box with wood, that salmon's gonna taste like that wood. Okay, like that over time, right? And that wood's gonna smell like the salmon, right? Can we agree with that?
It'll pick up a lot of its flavor from it. Yeah.
So when you are storing your cigar, all the leaves, binder, filler, and wrapper, it's got to slowly work their flavor together. And it's got to harmonize a little bit better. So it might taste a little bit. It's not going to taste more. It's going to taste less, but more harmonized. And that's why you store cigars to a point, right? But eventually, once it equalizes, the rule of equilibrium is that once this equalizes, everything else had to equalize. So the flavor starts to go out. Okay? And once the flavor starts to go out, you're losing flavor on your cigar. Your cigar still be fine.
It's still smokable, but the flavor
you'll have no flavor after a
there.
certain point of time. Yeah, they smoke that and they say that it tastes like nothing. It tastes like junk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so science is science, right? So equilibrium is that the flavor will go away and it's got to taste like nothing. And you'll still have a bunch of leaf that tastes like nothing. So you can store your cigar forever, but keep in mind, the longer you store it, the lighter the flavor is going to get. Now, if you're a certain smoker that doesn't like full strength cigars, you can keep it long enough where eventually the strength will go down. Nicotine will wear off. Half-life. Okay? I don't think I had to explain what half-life is. Every chemical has half-life, including nicotine. Nicotine also have half-life. So the closer you are to that half-life, the more nicotine goes half the strength. And then you're able to enjoy a cigar, but also at the same time, you have less flavor, but more harmonized. So this is why people will age their cigar to a certain point. There are brands that does not age their cigar at all. For example, Padrones. Padron likes their cigar individual leaf to stand out. So what they do is they will age the leaf and they'll roll it and they'll sell it right away. Okay, so if you age Padron, in fact, that's actually gonna get worse because it harmonizes the flavor. Now all of a sudden it became a more normal cigar than a individual flavor cigar. And that defeats the point of Padron. Padron wants you to buy them right after they roll it and sell it.
So are we talking about Cuban Padrones or?
No, Padron that you buy here. All right. The Padron that you buy here, they literally age only the tobacco. All right. And they roll it, bind it, put the leaf on top, box it, and ship it out.
And ready to smoke.
Yeah. They don't leave it on the shelf and let it age. Okay, so that's how Padron does their thing. They want each leaf not harmonize it. They want to just let it punchy. So that's why when you taste Padron, it's like, oh, there's a lot of flavor, this and that, because it's not harmonized, right? But a lot of other cigars, they harmonize. Not only they harmonize, they take on the local flavor, right? When you aging those humidor, they start to take on the atmosphere or the ambient smell and all that stuff that gets in there. And this is why they say when you buy a cigar from over there and bring it back, they're not gonna taste the same because it starts to take the ambient smell of this country.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna read that.
Well, that's true because I know I smoked some cigars in Miami, and I smoked those same cigars that I get at the lounge by me, and they tasted totally different.
Yeah, because now your storing here is taking on the ambient flavor.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing because like the 601 Oscuro, like the first time I ever smoked it, I really enjoyed it, and I brought one back from Miami, and it was terrible.
I'm gonna read Sim Poppy's thing. It's like a steak. If you marinate it for a day or two, it will have the steak taste with the marinade. If you marinate it for 3 years, the steak will taste gone and natural juice will be well. If you can eat a steak that's marinated for 3 years and without going to hospital, that's a different story. I just bought Fuente Opus X Lost City Caliados as cigar blah, 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 release. Suppose they are aged 10 years. Should I smoke them now? Then yes, you should. Any cigar that's aged more than 13 years goes downward from there. Goes downward from there, okay? So I will say if you got Opus, smoke it right away. Smoke it within the first 2 years. Because they already aged. They aged that for a reason, right? They already aged. So if you put in a humidor, it harmonizes. Not only harmonizes, it's losing flavor to other cigars. It's taking all the bad flavor from other cigars into your cigar. You're not gonna enjoy the same way you do. So I will recommend, to be honest with you, just like flavor cigars, when you get really good cigars, keep it in its own box. Keep it in its own box. Only allow it to share flavor with its own cigars, the same cigar. Because you don't want any other things to stain the flavor. Does that make sense? Right? If you put it in other cigars gonna try to steal the flavor, and it's not gonna be enough where that cigar is gonna taste better. But that good cigar is also gonna take some bad notes or notes that you might not want from the other cigars.
Do you believe in storing your Connecticut's in one place, your Maduros in one place, your Habanos in one place, or you're just like whatever?
Put them all together.
Okay, so when it comes to Connecticut is not gonna give up any taste. It's not oily enough to give up anything. So if you put Connecticut with anything, it's gonna take on that taste. But Connecticut is so light, it doesn't really matter. Right? When it comes to Habano, it's only gotta take flavor from other Habanos or Maduros. So if you keep all your cigars together, that's like similar price range, and you don't really care, and it's a short amount of time, then yeah, you can store them together. What I do is I separate them with plastic containers because plastic doesn't breathe. So I'll separate them with that.
So what I'll hear from like reviewers when they talk about cigars and they say, well, I smoked it today, but I think maybe it needs a year of rest. And I think that's because it's not hitting their palates the way they were expecting it to. And if they let it so-called age a little bit longer, it might hit the spot where they're expecting it to hit.
For me,
predominantly, when you buy cigars, you know, from what I hear from the cigar makers, you know, their cigar is ready to smoke as soon as you get it.
For me, when I say a cigar will probably needs more time, it's because number one, the flavor are harsh. Number two, I taste ammonia somewhere. And number three,
because of the fermenting, then, right?
Right, it didn't air out good enough.
Enough.
Right, so it needs time to sit and let that flavor to dissipate a little bit. Okay, and when the flavors they don't go with each other, like for example, you taste something and then you taste another note, that note really doesn't go with whatever you're smoking. That's when you know you need to let it harmonize. And if it needs to harmonize, it needs time to sit. Okay, and the number one cause of that issue: cheap boxes. Cheap boxes does that. All right. I don't know if anybody ever pay attention. I don't want to point out in an individual company, but if you buy Room 101 cigars, those boxes, when you open up, you can smell the paint.
Oh, wow.
Smell the lacquer.
Yeah. So the box is not properly cured, so you put the cigars in there and go through a high temperature shipping, gets over here, you open up, all you smell is that, and guess what? That goes to your cigar.
Yep.
Yeah. That smoke travels through the cigar.
So the only way to get it better is to take it out of the box and let it sit. So aging has its pros, it has its cons, but majority of the cigar does not need aging anymore. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You probably, you know what? When you cut the cigar, you probably cut too deep into the cigar, and that's what probably made it unravel.
No, if it blow up on you when you cut it, it's because your cigar is number one too dry, or number two the ambient temperature is too cold. All right, a warm cigar usually does not explode. A cold cigar will. All right, black beer cigar. So if you had a cigar and the ambient temperature is 30 degrees or something like that. You cut it, right? And what it is when it's cold, the wrapper shrinks. So it's holding some tension, it's holding some pressure in there. Once you cut it, that tension releases like a rubber band. You break it, psh, snaps, and the wrapper or the cap will explode. That happens.
Sometimes you can hear it crack or it splits.
Yeah. So that's the reason why it explodes. So it only really happens when it's cold. Ambient temperature is cold, where the wrapper is colder than the inside. So the inside is warm, it's still the same size. Outside is colder. So imagine it's like it's like somebody holding something really tight with something that's bouncy, right? And the moment you let go one, it explodes out because that inside wants to be the size that it is because it was compressed, right? When you roll and then you bind it, you put it in the mold, it's compressed. It wants to open up. Once it opened up, when you cut it, it opened up and then it explodes.
It expands more. Yeah.
Okay. So that has to do with the temperature. Okay. It's really not the cigar itself. What I have problem with is when you cut it and the rest of the cap falls off because they tend to only put a little bit of the glue on top and just glue the top, and the bottom has no glue. When I say the bottom, it means the sides has no glue. So when you cut it, now the glue part is gone, the rest just kind of lifts off, and you're like, oh man. So yeah, I always have a little bit of cigar glue. It's man-made material, so they tend to have flaws.
Yeah, Flip, you gotta be upstate New York for it to be that cold.
Yeah, I'm in Massachusetts. I tend to have that problem. A lot of people will say
he might be by like Buffalo or like Rochester, like up there it gets cold up there.
And this is why people dry box, is try to get that cigar to closest to the ambient as possible, right? If you tend to have that problem, your area temperature fluctuates so much, just put the cigar on the table for an hour before you smoke. That will reduce that by a lot because now it's trying to equalize inside and outside. It's trying to equalize. And when it equalizes, it will not blow up. But however, if it's too cold, your ambient temperature is very cold, even if you leave it on the table, you cut it, it didn't explode. As you smoke it, you introduce heat to the inside of the cigar. It's gonna cause the inside to expand. If the outside didn't expand the same rate, then it's gonna crack the leaf. So yeah, try to not just smoke somewhere that's cold.
Yeah. Well, that'd be kind of hard if you if you're upstate and it's like 13 degrees outside, like a 5
To avoid that.
Get a tent.
To avoid that, if you know that you gotta be smoking in an area that is extremely cold, smoke a box press. A box press is underfilled, so inside will not explode. All right. So if you're smoking the area where you need a little bit of give on your cigar, then smoke a box press. There's not enough filler to expand enough to push that. At best, that's just to push it into a more rounded shape, but it's not gonna crack your leaf.
Yeah, because your wrapper will expand and mold with it a little bit.
Right. So to avoid that issue, just smoke a box press. So you know, I'm gonna walk in the New York street, I'm gonna smoke. Go pick up a box press. Or
or just having your carpet put it next to the heater for a little while, warm it up a little bit.
Yeah, you guys will see me do that sometimes. I just put it like that, just heat up the side a little bit because I see it start to tension, start to feel like it's gonna crack. I just do that a little bit. I do that sometimes, just to heat it up a little bit. So yeah, that's just an idea. Anyway, with that being said, it's 11:06. That means
was there a question of the day?
I already asked.
Oh, I missed. All right.
With that being said, it's 11:06. That means Anderson needs to get his sorry ass to bed.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So that we are going to the Discord, and I will see you guys on Saturday, where we don't have to try to figure out how to talk nicely to Anderson.
If any of you guys want to join the Legion, you can hit up Val. You can hit me up on Instagram. Just find somebody in the chat and try to get an invite.
How do you store a bunch of singles and 5-pack cigars in its own Ziploc bag? if you have a bunch of singles and you smoke them through them fast, it doesn't matter where you store them. Put it together. Or if you have that much a problem, just get an empty box from your local cigar shop. Put them in there.
Yeah.
Ovita pack, put them in there. All set.
Or
right?
or Tupperware.
Or a Tupperware, something like that.
Tupperware.
But if you have 5 packs, they always come in. When you buy them, they give you a bag. Just leave it in the bag.
Leave it in
Just
a
leave it
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ovita pack, leave it in the bag. Smoke it when you get the chance. Cool. Anyways, I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye, guys.
All right. See everybody later.
All right, guys.
Be good.
Good.